for 2017. Share them with us by sending us your tweets at Morning Live SABC. We'll definitely share with them throughout the show this morning. Now, the Department of Social Development has opened up the gender-based command center to matriculants who may be anxious about their exam results. But unfortunately, during this time, those who did not pass or those who did not get their desired results become depressed or even commit suicide. The department then wants you to know that there is help for you. And joining us now is the department spokesperson, Lumka Oliphant. A very good morning to you, Lumka. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Morning Live. Now, talk us through why the department wants to open the gender-based command center.
I think you have already alluded to the fact that we experience a high number of young people who are depressed, who are anxious, even parents as well, who become also anxious on behalf of their children, or maybe also not knowing what to do. So we have decided that we need to make sure that the center is opened so that people know that there's somebody who is there for them, there's somebody who cares. They do not need to be on their own and feel that it's the end of the world. There are other things that the government is doing to make sure that matriculants have a second chance, but we cannot disregard the fact that people do get anxious, people do get stressed, people do get depressed, and sometimes, unfortunately, others commit suicide. We want to say, you don't have to do that. We are here for you.
Do you think this center is relevant? Is there a likelihood that matric pupils might not even use it?
Last year we opened it. It's not the first time that we are opening it, and they've used it. And we've also found that parents find it useful because sometimes they also don't know how to deal with these things. They also don't know what are the signs, what they should look out for if their children, show any signs of being depressed. So it has been used before. This is why then now we have also decided that we should reopen it again for them to use it.
All right. Is it also open to parents? Because parents play a very pivotal role in the lives of their children when it comes to matric exams.
Parents are very important at this time for their children because once they get their results tomorrow, there'll be issues of where our children are going to. Others are going to go to different provinces. It will be new environment for their children. Their children are becoming adults as well. Mm-hmm. So we are saying that parents also need that support. Parents also, not just for themselves, but for their children, and be able to support, the family as a whole.
Mm-hmm. Is it a centralized platform or is it available at all the provinces?
It's a national call center, but if you need assistance beyond the call, we are able to link you up with our services in provinces. We are able to link you up with our NPOs in the different provinces. We also have a team of psychologists whereby if you want a service at home, you are also be able to send you those services.
And I do understand there is a Skype face-to-face facility as well.
Yes, there is that facility because we want to cater for those who are disabled, those who cannot hear but sign. We have social workers who can also sign and be able to give and extend that service to those who may not be able to hear but can sign.
All right. Now, what other outlets are there for these young children in distress?
We've got NPOs, as I was saying to you earlier, that we link people to that are in different provinces. We also have departments of social development in different provinces where we also link them to.
All right. Is it also confined to just matriculants? Because we do understand that the tertiary institutions, students also suffer the same fate. Do you cater for them as well?
For now, we have asked for matriculants because we are concentrating on them for this minute. We want to stress because I know all the time when social development says they've got a place for people to go to, people want to talk about social grants, they want to talk about this, they want to talk about that. We have opened this specifically for this time. It is a gender-based violence command center specifically for victims of violence, but we have extended it now for matriculants at this time.
And how about the rural folk? Because we know that they don't have access to such infrastructure as Twitter, as Skype, and making phone calls.
We have phones we have more phones in the country than there are people, and we know that every household there is a person who has a phone. So we are able to. That's why there is that facility of making sure that people rather call us.
Right. Now, what further advice do you have for matriculants moving on from their school life?
We want to also say you don't have to tell us where you are. Our service is able to geolocate where you are, and we can, if we need an emergency, we are able to get to you. But we want to say to parents, please look out for those signs of depression, where your child is not eating, feeling alone, anything that you see that is out of the ordinary. Please do make sure that you have and give that support to your child. We are saying to our matriculants who may not make it, it is not the end of the world. I understand that also the Department of Basic Education has that second chance program where our young people can be able to write their exams if they do not make it. And we are saying to them, especially to our social grant recipients, we have about 188,000 of them who set for matric this year. So we are saying to them, good luck and all the best for the coming years.
What's the number to call again?
0800 428 428, 0800 428 428. We're also saying that you can send a please call me on star 120 star 7687 hash, star 120 star 7687 hash.
687 hash. Lumka Oliphant, great chatting to you. Very good morning to you. Thank you so much for your time. Well, that was the Department, Social Development Department spokesperson Lumka Oliphant speaking to us about the newly opened gender-based command center. Well, it's not exactly new. It's just that it's always been there. It's just that the resources have been allocated to this new department. So matriculants can call 0800 428 428 for counseling. Just send please call me to star 120 star 7687 and you'll get all the help that you possibly might need. We do thank Lumka for her time.